Hi, Twin Flames. Leesie here, and it is time for a walk and talk. And I wanted to follow up from my card reading yesterday, which was about should I tell my twin flame that we're twin flames? And some of you were talking about, well, I'm not ready to tell him that we're twin flames right now, but I do. I'm at the point now where I'm actually struggling with whether or not to even text him or call him, or should I respond, or should I ask him this or ask him that. And so I just really wanted to address that. Like, if you're not at the point of telling your twin flame, or not that you're twin flames, but really just even reaching out or responding or talking. And some of you may be blocked, and that's okay. But you can do so many different things, but I want to walk you through that whole upset. I'm going to share a little bit about, what I do, even in my Harmonious union, where I still work through things like that when they come up. And I'm going to talk about all the different kind of blocks you could be facing right now. So one of the first things that you might be feeling is, well, I don't know what to say. And that's that's one of the primary blocks of not connecting with your twin flame, is like you don't know what to say. And this is all about performance anxiety, or fear of getting it wrong, or just really like feeling like you have to do something, that there's like a feeling of pressure where you're feeling like you have to say the right thing or they're going to run away. And that's just not true. Just be yourself. Really, just be yourself. I was sitting with Josh this morning on our steps, and I noticed a big difference between how that is now compared to how it used to be, like when we first started dating and I first found out that he was my twin flame. And this morning it was really nice because we were just sitting. We exchanged some words, but really we were just okay being in each other's presence and just being there with each other. And I felt okay. I knew that both of us felt okay because I felt okay. We were literally sitting there just chilling, and there wasn't any pressure. Our conversation started generating again, but it was really just feeling into how I felt with God in the moment. And there were a couple times when I felt like this kind of push in my heart, like, ooh, should I say something, or should I generate conversation? And really, what that was coming from was this fear that he was gonna run away or not want to be around me if I couldn't. Oh, there's a nice bench. Let's go sit there. That I couldn't keep his attention or make him want to be with me. And then I went deeper. This is where you can go. This is a part of you that rejects yourself. Like, if you're afraid that someone else is going to reject you, it's because you aren't fully accepting yourself as a divine being, is fully worth love. So why don't you just go ahead and accept yourself in your heart right now? And just, you're enough. You don't have to perform or do anything special. You're enough. You're radiating beauty, or you're divine masculine. You have enough to give. Just tap into your heart and feel that. And so the second thing, most of the reason why you don't want to connect is about rejection. So you can just choose to accept yourself in your heart right now. But there's another reason why you may not want to connect, and that's because you feel like you want them to connect with you first. You want to feel pursued. Maybe you've heard some popular psychology that says that you should, the woman or the divine feminine, because a lot of the people watching my channel are divine feminines, or maybe you're divine masculine, and I can help you here too. We're going to go into that too. But talking about like how the woman should be pursued, or the feminine should be pursued, or even if you're a divine masculine, that you should be pursued. Like maybe you read some kind of like pickup artist book and the woman should always be like panting and slobbering at your heels, you know, or something like that. Get a dog if you want that, by the way. There's an animal. What the heck is that? Anyway. Heard me talking about dogs. But the truth is, like, your twin flame is you. And so anything that you desire, you've got to give that to yourself. So like your twin flame's going to mirror you. They're not going to copy you. Copying and mirroring are two different things. But let me just say this, like when you go in front of a mirror and you wave your hand there in front of the mirror, the hand's going to wave right back at you just the same way that you're doing it. The reflection in the mirror cannot go first. Like you can't, that's same principles applied to twin flames. Like your twin flame is not going to go first, or, you know, the way that you see on TV of being wooed. You are allowed to be wooed. You are allowed to be pursued, and you are being pursued right now by God. That's who's pursuing you, and will always pursue you. And there's no other person out there who's going to pursue you. So if you need to feel pursued, claim that in your heart, because it's already happening, right? God's calling you home, and he's got you. Like, he's got you hook, lock, and sinker. Like, you're coming home. So how does that feel? Okay, so now that you feel wanted, and you've accepted yourself, and maybe the next step, the third thing that I want to talk about for, you know, reaching out to your twin flame is, am I reaching out? Because you know that, like, you don't want to be controlling, you don't want to manipulate. You want to know, am I wanting to reach out to control the situation, or do I feel called? And this is a really fun activity. So let's just feel into your heart. So do you feel any fear there? Are you afraid to reach out? Yeah, and really check your motive. Why do you want to reach out? Let's just check your motive there in your heart. So, for example, I'm going to walk you through it on my end. I want to connect with Josh, but I don't have anything to say or share. So I'm just going to connect with him in my heart. Yeah, it just feels the same way it did when we were sitting on the porch together in the sun. I'm feeling a little bit of fear come up. Just going to choose to surrender that. I don't need to control or manipulate my union. And God, I trust that God will always give me the next piece. So here's an example of when you're called to connect with your twin flame. It's your twin flame's birthday. Why not send him a happy birthday text? Oh, but I don't know. Well, come on, send him a happy birthday text. This is like, I mean, I know a few of you personally have dealt with this, but you're not alone. Because I've talked to like at least 10 of you who have like wondered if you should send a happy birthday text to your twin flame. Yes, always. Happy birthday. You're not asking them to marry you. You're doing something that everybody does, right? And it's sweet, right? Like, you can wish your twin flame a happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Ramadan, like Happy Yom Kippur, like everything, right? Like those are easy ways. If it comes into your heart, if you want to do that. Now, if you're holding some resentment, like, well, I like my voices, by the way. I hope you do too. Well, he didn't wish me a happy birthday, or well, they didn't respond to my last 10 texts. Water under the bridge. Be here now, right? If you care about your man or woman, you want to wish them a happy birthday, then do it. Okay, so we're done with the birthday part. Just happy birthday, right? Yeah, you got an agreement from the bird there. And another place where God is calling you to reach out is, like, let's say that your heart feels really brimming with love. Like, let's say that you see a beautiful sunset, or like, oh, hey, look, there's a blue heron catching a fish. You know, I think my twin flame would really like that. We'll send it to them. Or, like, let's say that you're a divine feminine and you just put on some nice makeup and wearing a nice outfit, and you know that your twin flame is insanely attracted to you. This is true if you're a divine masculine too. Your twin flame is intensely attracted to you. It does not matter what you look like. You're built for each other. God put that attraction in their heart just like it's in yours. So you can just chuck that fear that you're not attractive out the window, because you're their perfect partner in all ways. So what if you're looking fine and you can, like, tell, like, I really like my hair today. Snap a picture, send it to them. Especially if you're smiling, right? Just add some sunlight to their lives. And just if your heart feels clear and called, and if you don't feel afraid, then go for it. And you can tell when you can really get good at telling when you're holding back versus like controlling, right? Like, holding back is like just an inward form of control. Okay, the last one is a little tricky. This is like if you're in a relationship with your twin flame and you are talking, you've worked through all this other stuff that I've previously mentioned, but you want to go deeper into communication. You want to partner together. You need to do this in your heart with God first and yourself. So what I practice now, even before connecting with Josh, so this morning, I really felt like I wanted to partner with Josh and, like, try like doing something intentionally to partner together, like make a sandwich together, like make our lunch together or whatever. And I checked with God first. So I went into my heart. I said, God, I want to go deeper because Josh and I are ready to take our next step, like, in deeper partnership. I said, so I want to try this out with sandwiches, because we don't really partner together except just living situation. Like, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, we live together, but we want to go deeper into partnership. And so I asked God, I said, God, should I ask him if he wants to make a sandwich with me? And I was like, well, God, the reply in my heart was like, well, you can, and whatever the response will come is going to be your next piece. Because in my past, I would get upset when the response wasn't the thing that I thought I wanted. And so this was just an opportunity for me to go deeper there. And I went into our bedroom and he was watching YouTube. And I said, hey, I'm about to make sandwiches. You want to come make sandwiches with me? He says, no, thanks. I'm happy watching YouTube. And I'm like, okay. And I knew in my heart that would give me the next piece. And so I just felt in, and I felt this place where I was like, I think the feeling was disappointment. Like, I was disappointed that God didn't, that he didn't want to partner with me the way I wanted him to. And so the truth is that I'm always only ever partnering with God. And so I decided, I was like, okay, well, do you want a sandwich? She said, sure. And so I made 2 sandwiches and I had fun doing it. I made a ham and cheese on a croissant, and I made a beef and brie on sourdough bread. It was both of them were like really, really good, right? Like, oh, they were so good. And so I cut them in half and I gave each of us half of each sandwich, and it was really delicious. And so I really got my next piece, though, because I still knew that I had to go deeper into healing this partnership, to go deeper into partnership with God and myself first, and just really get good at it, and really let my twin flame be free, and not make him partner with me or use control in any way to make him partner with me, but at the same time to not give up and not stop inviting him, right? I'm always going to keep inviting him when it feels peaceful. And that's the key. Like, don't give up on your twin flame. Don't give up on your union, right? Just keep feeling what's coming up for you as you invite your twin flame into deeper connection. If they say no, don't say, oh, well, he said no, so I'm never going to try again. No, like, you keep going. You keep desiring what you desire in your heart. Feel your feelings, partner with God, and your next step will be revealed to you. So it always is, and you can keep coming home to God in your heart. So no matter what response, non-response comes from your twin flame, just keep loving them, keep loving yourself, and keep loving God, and it will come. Have faith, because that's the key ingredient. And finally, got my shirt on. It says "Keep persisting." Yay! You can get one of these on the Twin Flames Universe Redbubble. So I hope you can visit that. So don't forget to keep persisting, keep going, and I'll see you next time on my channel. Bye bye.